olwokubiri luno ku Mwasuze Mutya wano ku NTV ne Spark TV twongeddemu ebirungo tugenda kubaleetera endya ennungi. Olya kiki ekisobola okubeera ekyomugaso eri obulamu bwo n'omubiri gwo. Tulina omukugu mu byendya Jackie Kirabo era ng'agenda kuba tunnyonnyola ku mulamwa ogwaffe ogw'olunaku olwaleero okwettanira okulya obulungi gwego mulamwa gw'olunaku olwaleero. Tubeeko kye tuyiga bannange. Mmere ki gy'olya ogirya ddi ye ekosa etya omubiri gwo ekuyamba etya okufuna ekiriisa n'ofuna amaanyi n'osobola okuba nga oli mulamu nnyo. Paka ssaawa nnya ez'okumakya Seera Nnaategemanya Mwasuze Mutya. All right, tulina Jackie Kirabo era nga nutritionist mukugu mu byendya. Kwaniriza nnyo Jackie ku programu yaffe ya Mwasuze Mutya.
Mwasuze Mutya basewo ne bannyabo. Amannya bampita Jackie Immaculate Kirabo nga ndi musawo w'ebyendiisa. Nange nsanyuse nnyo okubeera ku programu Mwasuze Mutya. Mwebale nnyo, mwebale tuwuliriza.
I like the Luganda. Thank you for that. Oh, this is a nice intro. Okay, tulina mukugu mu byendya era nga bwe tugenda okutandikira wano. Waliwo regions ez'enjawulo tulina Toro, Ankole, mu West, Engulu, eno wansi Kabale. Naye bonna abantu tulina emmere yaffe ey'enjawulo. Ate emmere yaffe ey'enjawulo eyo eyina engeri gyevugamu ekintu kino ekya health ekyokulya. So mukyala Jackie agenda kuba nga bitunnyonnyolako byonna tubitegeerere wamu. So statistics tuyimidde tutya ng'eggwanga?
Statistics ono waliwo report UDHS they are releasing eya 2022 nga kale egezaako okulaga sub-regions zino Toro, Buganda, Ankole engeri abantu gye balyamu bwetu affectinga. Naye kati tulaba nti ne Toro newankubadde waliyo emmere bayimiridde ku 38.7. Kachiraba nti n'abaana baabwe bali below 5 years bali malnourished bali stunted at 38.7. Kiraga nti newankubadde balina emmere bayinza bati bagikozesa buki bulungi. Naye ate waliwo region Teso sub-region eno bo bakola bulungi nnyo nga bali ku 13.9. In fact ye region abantu we basinga okulya healthy oba abaana baabwe tebali malnourished. So according to sub-regions Teso yakola bulungi nnyo. Naye nga why is Teso performing this good is because culture yabwe engeri gyerimu buli we bali emmere bateekako vegetables bateekako envendiirwa which is not the case for these other regions. Kuba bwe tulaba kangamba Ankole still is the food basket bwetyo bwe tugiyita amatooke gye gava amata gye gava. So we don't expect malnutrition in such a region. Naye still Ankole is at 31.2%.
Ngolooza lwaki baliwe bati Ankole ate nga waliyo emmere nnyingi nnyo amata gali healthy nnyo naye ate balina percentage za malnutrition.
Anti Ankole being the food basket era tekitegeeza nti nemmere gye balima bagirya. Bayinza oba bagirima ne bagitunda amatooke ne bagaleeta e Kampala. And then also culture zaffe tulaba nti engeri kati Teso sub-region is performing well kubanga bo buli we bali emmere bateekako ki vegetables ate balya nnyo ebinyeebwa tebalya nnyo nnyama okitegeera balya ebinyeebwa byabwe ne bateekamu ezo envendiirwa ezo greens ezo balya nnyo ebijanjaalo kwegamba zino regions endala engeri gye tulyamu naye affecting us. So chi driving anti malnutrition naye so much affected by the culture. I think ngawula manchi abaganda envendiirwa bazitwala nga side dish.
Era bazita nakasuwani kali separate.
So mwami omuganda tosobola mugamba nti no zino envendiirwa
no zidya.
So culture yaffe n'engeri gye tubeerawo ng'abantu it affects malnutrition era nga bw'olaba no statistics chivaayo nnyo because Kandabe Buganda we are 23.6% in that sub-region. Bukedi is at 28.9. We have Bunyoro at 25.6. We have Busoga at 23.0%. So zino percentages ziraga nti the different regions are performing differently according to that.
Kampala wano ndabawo 16%. Yes, 16%.
So again, but tulaba zino regions to comparing Teso ne Kampala. Also, the level of education naye mataringa nnyo nti the more educated one is, abaana babagenda balabira bulungi okusinga oli atamanyi, so even the knowledge matters. I think wetulaba still Karamoja has the highest level, bali ku 43.9.
So obutundu buno bwe tusoma buli bwa malnutrition.
Bwa malnutrition according to the region, and this malnutrition is for children under 5. Specifically, we're looking at stunting. This is a kind of malnutrition that affects the way the child grows, even their brain. It's almost irreversible. It is chronic malnutrition. Oba malnutrition ebadde okumala kabanga.
Okay. Ate naawe omuntu yandyebuuza tulaba n'agamba nti kati bw'otwogera ku health eating oba mutegeeza ki? Biki ebiri wansi awo principles zituneko nazo tuleke tutegere ekintu kino. Yes.
So kati principles za healthy eating kwegamba ziringa ebitu guiding okulya obulungi. Nti oluusi waliwo confusion nyingi nnyo about healthy eating. Abantu abamu baga kati amatanga nywe oba siganywa. So these principles just zikuyamba ng'olonda emmere. So principle esooka nti emmere gy'olya, the food is supposed to be whole and natural. The more whole and natural food one eats, the better. Katika nkunyonyole whole foods, tiringa tuina kasoli nga bakamuja mu nnimiro. That kasoli. Then tuina na kawunga ke bakoze mu kasoli. Ontegeera the difference. So kasoli ono ali fresh yakava mu nnimiro. It's more nutritious than the end product gye baba bakozemu.
Okay. So ebijanjalo bibisi gundi emudumonde gwe bajje mu ttaka.
So oli waba yagala kulya healthy, kati tuina the corporate people, they want to get everything from the supermarket. Ayagala gene mu supermarket kwegamba buli kimu kyafuna tekiri natural oba tekiri whole, kiri processed, kiseeko mu machine. The more food is processed, the more it loses its what? Its nutrients. Kati ne difference endala gyensobola okulaga nti wendi omuyembe gwange nga guli whole nguje mu nnimiro gwawukana nnyo ne juice w'omuyembe ali ku shelf mu supermarket. Ontegeera. So principle esooka nti eat whole and natural food. Kati principle eddako variety.
Nagenda ku variety. Ennaku zino tulina obutale era nga baleeta emmere naye affordability egwawo okubanga nti emmere eri fresh bagiseeramuko.
Kati of course eyo challenge ebeerawo nnyo. Abantu abasinga bagamba siwa kulya healthy kubanga healthy food bagiseera. Naye nga bw'obalabalamu the end nti when you look at I always tell people, look at the price of a heart surgery. It is in billions and billions.
That's important.
So you have to look at your health in that. At the same time, also in a netally healthy.
Yes.
Now you're expensive, no. But you said that junk food is more expensive. Even the results of it are more expensive. At Uganda, that we have fresh vegetables and fruits all year. January wagenda beerawo vegetables eziriwo mukatale wogenda mukatale wabeerawo. So you have to eat according to the season. Waliwo season wejanga ya nanas then nga buli
okozesa omukisa ogwo gwolire ddala
ne wabeerawo season ejanga ya pears. So oyagala kulya healthy on a cheap budget or on budget kozesa seasons ezo healthy foods. Chovolaba in nutrition tukola ne ba farmers we think of the food system or the food chain. Emmere nevawa etuuka etya ku consumer bw'aba agifunye agituusa atya ku sowaani. So it's from farm to fork.
From farm to fork. It's a whole chain.
Yes, we don't look at nutrition only ku sawa ya fork. We look at it from the farm to the fork. Yes.
Okay. Engeri gye tu preparingamu oba gye tutegeka enfumba eri under principles tugikwateko because osanga omuntu nga atissa omuliro mungi butto nga ye mungi naye nga akamere katiniweka so nakyo tujogereko
but nga wembadde nnyonnyola ku variety, I think tujja kukyogerako mo, but let's first talk about meal preparation. Engeri omuntu gy'afumbamu emmere naye matteringa nnyo. It is one of the principles. Era oli waba ayagala kulya healthy kimatteringa butto kigwokozesezza. Then butto ono bw'oba omukozesezza kumala bbanga ki. There is a study that was done by the Global Alliance for Improved Nutrition lecturer be Makerere bagikola nga bagala kulaba how safe is the food gye tulya ku street. Really fried, balaba the chips, the chicken that's on the street, and they wanted to see how safe is that cooking oil. Never know your cooking oil abachala abo gwe basiikisa nga bamaze omukozesa, and they found out that sometimes they use transformer oil.
Transformer?
So butto gwokozesa ng'ofumba naye amatteringa. In that transformer oil, in that study balaga nti it can cause cancer. So omuntu akoma agamba cancer ono yavaawa, but it is because of those deep fried foods ezo ze bakozesa. Ate emmere bwe tugisiika nnyo mu butto, it's a problem. I think that is one of the cooking methods that affects us so much when you deep fry your food. So deep frying is not recommended so much oba oyagala kulya healthy. At least we recommend kozesa kabutto katono, mu luzungu bakiyita sautéing. Nga wako kabutto katini, you saute your meat. Naye waliwo emmere nga ennyama, it already has its fat. N'amasavu gaayo, we call it lard. It has its lard. So instead of adding extra oil, tekyetaagisa. Then maybe n'ekirala kyenjagala okunnyonnyola, it's the vegetables. Don't overcook them.
Waliwo okuzisiika n'ozilemerako nezibanga ekyangwe ogaziggyayo ng'oziringa ekyangwe. But I understand what you're saying.
Kakati waliwo abafumba greens nga bagamba tulya greens naye nga greens are brown. Azifumbye ne vitamin C nanaggwamu ekiriisa kyonna nekikola ki nekigwamu.
Waliwo abakwata greens ezo n'aziteekamu dakiika 5 nga just ataddemu sepiki n'amazzi n'otuzo tonotono then n'aggyamu. Waliwo ate asiikako. So what would you recommend as a nutritionist?
The best way to prepare your vegetables is to steam them. Steaminga kati olaba nga wetufumba amatooke gaffe n'oziteekako ku ngulu naye tozirwisaako. They need a very short cooking period. Then n'engeri endala gently advising my clients is fumbako ezimu, then also have a raw vegetable salad. Kati olaba bannayuganda salad zino tetuutera zirya nnyo.
Netuwa ekyokulabirako Jackie nga tuwa ekyokulabirako eza ofunye zino n'obutokosa katini then nezire ziri raw tuwa ekyokulabirako example.
Kati ng'olaba sukuma wiki, buga na kati, those ones you can steam them or you can saute them. Sauteing just little oil, kwesa kabuto katono so kwesa no muzigo, very little oil on to pan. You can even we call it wet sauteing, like with no oil.
With even low heat
and no oil. Actually that is even better. So you cook them for a short period. Vegetables should not be cooked for more than 10 minutes.
Okay. Vendira katuzimaze antudde ku kyekirala.
Kakati bobo maze okusauteing some of them katinga cabbage. You can have the cabbage, the carrots, the tomatoes nga tobifumbye. You just have to clean them very well. No salad so that can be our salad. So me, I always recommend for my clients to have something raw and something cooked. Kubanga zino eziriro ziba zigenda tuwa nutrients zino zetufiiriddwa nga tukola ki nga tufumba. So gives that balance.
It does.
Yes.
Okay. And emmere eno gye twogerako mulimuko ebika oba mbiyite groups tugende nga tugibigroupinga bulungi nnyo tumanyi kikyenteekawa kikyenteeka naki okusobola okufunamu ekiriisa.
Kati nasinaba kunnyonnyola groups zino kasooke njogere ku kintu kya variety. Kubanga variety era yejja n'ezo groups. Variety tuba twagala omuntu n'alya emmere ey'ebika eby'enjawulo. Why eno statistics ya regions tujogeddeko nti omuntu agenda n'alya amatooke from January to December alidde ekika kimu. Actually, there's a study we're doing, the food that people eat at the workplaces. And someone said that some people just go to the canteen and they know what they are going to eat. Like matoke na chinyewa from January to December. So people don't eat a variety of foods, and that is one of the biggest causes of what we call micronutrient deficiencies. Tine greens is, you know, mweyo study chala ganti abanayogana bafumba chika cha greens chechimu nakati buli lunch kubera coach kachechimu. So we need variety. Kangambe fruits and vegetables is, you know, for you to be able to get that variety based on their colors.
I like. Give us those colors and then the foods.
For fruits and vegetables, I love to say that God is so lavish with nature. He gave it a lot of color. So we have red colored foods, the tomatoes, the beetroot, everything red. That means that someone should have something red today. Tomorrow you can have something green. We have the green foods, the nakati, we have sukuma wiki, and then we have white cauliflower. We have also purple, the purple cabbage, the grapes. So when it comes to the fruits and vegetables, the more color, the more nutrients one is able to get.
Okay, that is impressive.
Yes, that is with variety. Then when it comes to these other foods, let me say the matoke, the rice, the posho, sweet potato. Emmere eyo kiba kyetagira naye n'ogikola ki n'ogivaringa n'otalya muceere gwokka okuva ku January paka December. Kiba kyetaaga omuntu at least ero n'olya omuceere. The grains have special nutrients. Kati sweet potato, waliwo sweet potato oyo wa orange alina nutrient gye tuyita vitamin A. So kati oli bw'aba talya sweet potato, they miss out on getting that nutrient, and it's good for vision, it's also good for your skin, it's good for the immunity. Naddala mu baana abaana osanga omuzadde amu akamondeko ka Irish only aba alidde from only one food group.
Okitegedde bulungi nnyo. Ogeze ogenda n'oyogera ku baana. Tukiramu abaana bali ku ssomero bambi. Ebafumba twalyanga kawunga out. Wemukyusaamu my God mwaba mwapafumize bulungi nnyo nga babakulisa. Good performance. But then let's talk about those schools. What advice would you give? Much as of course things are on a budget, but they can find a way to balance. Bongereko chika kawunga ako. Maybe bamixingemo omuceere, matoke, lumonde on a budget.
So kakati ekintu ekyo ekya variety even in schools kiba kyetaagisa nnyo. In fact era waliwo ne study yakolebwa in schools that was showing how our kids are only eating posho. Naye waliwo at least ekintu ekyali kimisingamu eyo posho. The posho was not fortified. Waliwo a term called fortification, where we add nutrients back to the food. Emmere neyise mu machine, it has lost its vitamin A, it has lost some of the B vitamins, ezaniyambi omwana. Naye fortification, we bring those nutrients back. Kangambe iron, ne bamuzaamu in that food, so that you have a final product that at least has nutrients. So amasomero at least gaino making sure ga providing fortified posho kuba erinamu ezo
ebiriisa bingi
baba bataddemu we call it premix. Premix erimu ezo vitamins eziba emmere zebe losing as it goes through the machine. Then natural schools also have to at least try to bring in more nutritious foods like eggs. I don't know whether at your school they used to do that. And my school they used to give you at least eggs twice a week.
After sports day.
They try, then they could give some fruit, some bit of pineapple. Though of course the quantities are less, but at least even with a budget, it's possible. Like I mentioned, if you eat according to seasons.
Okay. So gundi groups was it a domo? One of those
So the olive wategela food groups is, you know, chimuyambako nnyo okulya variety, because at least want someone to eat about 5 food groups in a day. Osobola okumanya, have I eaten maybe grains? Grains is, you know, mwemuli posho, mwemuli rice, mwemuli ne millet. These are grains. Netubera ne roots and tubers, mwemuli sweet potato, yams. In that same class, you can add the plantains, mwemuli matoke, gonja. Yes. Then we can also have meats and fish. Then we can have eggs. Eggs are on their own. These are eggs from the different birds that we have. Chicken, we have some other types of eggs. I think people don't know them. Then we have vegetables. Then we have fruits. And then we can also have milk and dairy. So
ate ebintu ebyo bobi mentioning omuntu addira nti kumacha ndidde bwekitigo tugenda tuka ku timetable force naye ebintu ebyo biri mixing nti amunaku lusobola okulyanga bo mentioning oba day by day encha noli nembera nga nkyusa
kati food groups zino zikuyamba nti kumacha nywedde porridge. Porridge onava mu class chi. Maybe it is maize porridge. So that is a grain. Kati ku lunch mbeera seetaaga kulya kawunga. At least kandye ku lumonde.
Ate waliwo abali akawunga n'anywera
obuugi. So tulina ne legumes, omuli beans, omuli peas. So oli oyinza osanga nga breakfast alidde sausages. Then lunch, nali nyama. Then dinner, again, alidde nyama. Ontegeera. So they are eating one food group. They're not benefiting from the beans. They're not getting also the greens. So they help you to eat a variety. Inti today, lunch, I've eaten beans. These are legumes. Inti echegulo, maybe let me eat somewhat. Some poultry or chicken, a salad, maybe at breakfast. Chikuyambako nofune mmere eyenjawulo
ngeri ateri balance bulungi. Okay. Kati omuntu afaatulaba agamba kakati njagala mukyala Jackie oyansiigire ekifaananyi kya breakfast. Nze Omunayuganda gye nsobola okulya n'enzukuta bulungi n'engenda ku mulimu nga ndi energized nga ntandise olunaku mu maanyi. Tutandike ku breakfast, tugende ku lunch, tugende ne ku dinner.
Kakati okufuna emmere eyo oyina osooka just of course neweetegeera gwe ng'omuntu, because our food is different even for children. Ekisooka okola mulimu ki? Omuntu atudde mu office n'omuntu asitudde ebintu mu factory baba banjawulo. So it is important to eat according to your energy levels. So breakfast ng'ekigambo ekyo bw'okiwulira, we are breaking a fast. Like breaking a fast. So very many things happen in your body. So the first thing I would recommend is take foods that are high in water. High in water. Fruits are very good. Fruits are very good. Zobotandikirako.
Ngachi watermelon yabo.
Fruits ezabulichika banana. Kugamba nota tandikira te kumere draining of drainings.
Yes.
Then also porridge is good. Naye wakuba porridge ono abere fortified maize flour or abere millet porridge oyo abamulungi nnyo because it's also high in water. Abagenda kuwaga amanyi ge weetaaga to start the day. Then also what I would advise is a protein rich food. Eggs are very good.
Breakfast.
Breakfast. So eggs are very good. Tetwagala olye ate then by sawa nya enjala ekuluma.
I don't know, kubanga amajiga gukakusa.
Gaba gagenda kukusa bulungi. So eggs are very good. Twina plantain wafo yogonja, omufumbeko or even yam. So something that we need a balance still. Then take a kone vegetables onazo bolina. buli meal at least ebeereko vegetables.
Then breakfast zoteekako envendiirwa.
Oteekako at least osala ennyaanya n'oziteekako wali ku side oba obeera ne carrots n'ozigratinga n'oteekako. Every meal should have vegetables.
Bw'oyogera bw'otyo nno waliwo abantu tukyali ku breakfast waliwo omuntu ajja okuddira akatugo ak'ebyenda ak'ebinyebwa bijanjalo biki ateekeko ki ovacado ateekeko alye bulungi emmere. Tulina n'abo nga tebali ku eggs saladi wati ng'abo katubogereko nabo abalidde bulungi oba yongeremu ki
nga bwennyonnyodde nti your energy levels or your energy requirements kisinziira ku energy requirements n'emirimu gy'okola. Nti omuntu oyo waba agenda kusitula heavy things in the factory aba asobola okulya akatogo ke n'agenda n'akozesa that energy agenda kukozesa amaanyi. They are going to probably carry heavy load ne kati gwatudde mu office bwetukomawo tutunuulira ebintu omunyo ogwo tugwogereko sukaali omungi mu byokulya processed foods nazo tuzogereko n'ebintu birala bingi tukyagenda maaso tuli n'omukyala kulekayo nnyo mukuumulamu okwo tukyagenda maaso n'endya oba okulya obulungi. Tuli ne musawo Jackie era ng'atunnyonnyola bwe tumuwulidde wali tubadde twogera ku breakfast n'agamba nti munange osobola okulya breakfast eyo however heavy it is or however light it is making sure nti ogenda kussa amaanyi afterwards. N'ayogera ku bantu abatuula ennyo bakola corporate jobs abatuula mu office akatogo ako oba emmere eyitiridde ennyingi ennyo ate nga togenda kussa amaanyi ago kyandibaako obulabe. Naye ye asobola okinyonnyola ne options z'asobola okuwa gwe nga gwe okulya. Then we tunamala ondoza tugende ku lunch and dinner then no tugereko ne snacking abantu abasinga baganya okusnackinga nze ndi guilty of that. Okay kale omuntu nga akola mu office yeetaaga kulya mmere nnyingi nnyo ku breakfast. Omuntu nga akola mu office era aba yeetaaga just light meals. Ekisooka you're going to use your brain. So you need brain foods. Eggs are very good for breakfast. Those eggs, you serve them with some vegetables or some fruits. Then era what you buji like the porridge. I want to sing it. Bushera is healthy, but it is high energy. So you need very light meals and meals that are satisfying. Then you can also benefit from nuts. Are very good for breakfast as well. I think also yogurt is a good breakfast option if you sit in office. So boyaga yogurt ekintu ekikukusa naye nga tekikukusa nnyo. So yogurt is a good option. Tea, the teas that you take, there are very many herbal teas that are very good. Cinnamon, rosemary. So those teas are very good. Green tea if you're sitting at office. Yes. Okay. Tugere options ez'omuntu ono. Talk about a typical Ugandan guys. Omuntu alye lunch. Options ezo. Zituweko tugende maaso. The trick with lunch is firstly nga wennyonnyodde omulimu okola mulimu ki oba oliwa variety. But that variety togira olumu mmere yonna is not very good. The reason mmere yonna is not very good is because ekuwa carbs nyingi nnyo, matooke, rice, millet, posho, kugamba byonna biri omulundi gumu. They overwhelm the body. Togenda performing bulungi. After eating that food ogenda kwebaka. And then, so for me, a nutritionist, it elevates your blood sugars. Waliwo mmere bw'ozirya wamu kikuteeka ku risk y'okufuna diabetes. So we need you to choose. I usually recommend choose at least 2 options
out of those. And then kangambe wobolonza matoke and rice, a grain and a tuber, like eat from 2 groups. Or yams and then posho, a grain and a tuber. But also the grain should be fortified. Nonya grains is in nutrients ezitali stripped.
it. Now, of course, I did a study in companies. Be able to look feeding abantu to lunch, and still they were giving rice and posho, beans. Yes, so that's, I think what most people were eating in those companies, and we did in companies that have a large number of staff. These are companies that have about 1,000 people. Posho and beans. So beans are also very good. Variety, not meat every day. There are some workplaces where they would serve meat every day. Then you find people obese.
What an option.
You find people adding unnecessary weight. So distribute your meat at least twice in a week. And then the meat should not be deep fried.
Maybe I did deep fried. You deal with this.
They are giving deep fried chicken at lunch every lunchtime. So the way the food is prepared also matters. Then also abamu batekanga plantain. But the plantain is also deep fried. So limit deep fried options nadala ku lunch. Especially then maybe key and is vegetables have to appear at all meals and different colors. So at breakfast vegetables should be there, at lunchtime vegetables should be there, even at dinner. Why? Because these are the most nutritious foods on the planet. And they don't give us a lot of calories. At the same time, research shows that the more vegetables one consumes, the less risk of conditions like cancer, hypertension, high blood sugar, diabetes. So one of the things I think that's affecting Ugandans is our diets are low in vegetables.
Yes, that is true.
They're very low. We have a lot of matoke rice. We do variety with those, but when it comes to vegetables,
and in restaurant,
they're overcooked. So the variety. And what happens recently, we saw that they export the vegetables. Uganda exports the fruits and vegetables. It's becoming one of the biggest exporters. So we are giving our gold away while for us we lag in diabetes, and we're also seeing a surge in those non-communicable diseases, diabetes, hypertension. So we need to have these, and then also quality protein. What I saw was someone will go serve a lot of matoke, a lot of posho, but when it comes to beans, there's so little. You get me? So we're not getting a balanced meal. The meal has only carbohydrates and it doesn't have enough beans, enough peas. The portions they're giving us are so little. But the human body is made of protein.
Omuntu avewaka nga apakinzeyo ko akantu akokulya in between meals. Naye ate abasinga bamanyira snacking nga tebakyalya na mmere. So tugereko nako briefly, then tugenda ku kintu.
So snacking is not bad. Snacking is a very good thing, but it has to be done right. Still goes back to what are your energy requirements. If you live a sedentary life, oba otulamu office, these snacks can affect you. The snacks can be an advantage to you. And then the kind of snacks that you choose also matter. So for a person who sits in office, the snacks they will need will be like a fruit, an apple, a banana, or an egg. Like something that is really just to enhance, or a cup of tea, or even water.
Crisps, donut, chapati. Are those all snacks? Or?
Those are also snacks. Now those snacks are problematic. Those ones, leave them for the man who's going to carry loads of things in Chikubo. And then we've seen that abantu abasinga bayina ulcers. The ulcers can also come from some of those snacks. Yes. Omuntu snacking ngatalya mmere. Italia maybe holiday chapati at around 11. Sawa ya lunch to say you're satisfied, you skip. Then in the afternoon you mutalawa chips.
How do you know our lives? Now chips. What you know crisps sawa in between. Oh, yes.
Then in the evening, njala neja tawa ya cheglo tenatuka. Then nolya crisps. So some of the snacks abantu zevalia, they bring in a lot of unnecessary sugars, unnecessary salts. Nadala those packaged snacks, they have hidden components in them that are not food.
I hear you.
Those crisps have a lot of sugar and oil. Salt and oil. Those crisps that they have a lot of salt and oil. So oil salt tosobola mulyango likulya mmere eli real. Pringles. No, we don't like to mention brands, but
no, but different types.
But some of those crisps have a lot of unnecessary salt. I usually tell my clients, bobo picking a snack, tunula ku ingredients. Ka crisp kaba katono weka tinenga calories zekalinda nga calories zekaina nyingi. Then also the nuts, nuts are healthy. Nayo sara batademo omunyo mungi. So it brings a lot of salt into the food. Fine, what one drinks or fizzy drinks they have a lot of salt, a lot of sugar. They have components to preserve them, chemicals, some of them that are damaging later on. Let me tell you, I had a client who had hypertension, that they are 24.
What?
So I was asking myself, where is it coming from? So we started to look at their food, and they were taking some of those snacks. They have a crisp plus a fizzy drink or a soda, like on a daily basis.
Right.
So we started to look that this client was taking in a lot of salt. He's okay, tiny weight, neither hypertension. So those busmons, they look small, but they bring in a lot of unnecessary things that the body doesn't need.
Okay. Oyogede ku munyo ne sukali. Abantu abasinga bayongera omunyo omubisi mu mmere. Is it a bad thing? Is it a good thing? Waliwo abakimanyira nga bali omunyo omubisi. How dangerous is that?
Omunyo omubisi tegwetaagisa. That is why with the nuts, we prefer unsalted or lightly salted. Kuba gwetagana ogufumbako as you're preparing the food. And then the quantity, nti oluusi tutekamu mungi nnyo. So salt has been linked to high blood pressure. So that is the disadvantage, and some of that salt will come from out. It is not in the food. So it later affects our blood pressure. That is one of the things we should limit. And that additional salt that comes from those snacks. No kuiwako munyo, like excess salt on the food. It is dangerous later on. It affects how your heart pumps. It affects the kidneys. So we don't want excess salt. Have to have limited amounts. I think WHO recommends at least 1 teaspoon a day. That is about 2,000 mgs.
Webale nnyo webalire ddala. Atwogera ku mmere netuwa amaanyi ate era nekola ki etuwa amaanyi then nga tumaliriza tugende ku mugejjo.
Energy comes from different nutrients working together. So abantu abasinga balowooza emmere ewa amaanyi is partial only. So I've been to places where like for tutalya kawunga tetugenda kukola bulungi, we need our portion. No, the food has to be balanced. The more your food is balanced, the more energy you're going to have. And micronutrients, especially micronutrients is zirimu different foods, nadales of fruits, ne vegetables. They give us a lot of those micronutrients and antioxidants that give you energy. Naye abantu balowooza kawunga kokake kakola ki? Kekakuwa amaanyi. So buli bw'olya akawunga nga totaddeko greens ogwamu amaanyi instead. Kubanga ka elevating your sugar levels, omubiri gulina okuzissa. So when the body is overworked, there are elevated sugars, now we have to bring them down. So it affects your energy levels into overworking your body. Naye bw'olya akawunga kano otekako ebijanjalo ebimala notekako ne greens kuma wiki olaba nga bannakenya bachikola. Their portion is fortified. They add a lot of either quality protein, which is beans, there you're going to have robust energy. Chija we chonti into the elevated sugars, your sugar levels are going to be balanced throughout the day. And that is what affects energy. Up, down, up. In Muluzungu tuzita sugar spikes. Up, ntikatuida kawunga, tekuli vegetables, ebijanja lutedeko bitono, so there's a spike. Then again, sugar levels drop. Whenever they drop, you're going to feel hungry.
Of course, nutrition is topic. It is very wide. Then abatulabeyo twinza obutabimalayo byonna. Naye wano mbaddenza batukwate kunywa amazzi oba okunywa fluids. How important it is to flush out toxins and how important it is to our bodies as well.
Okunywa amazzi chili very important because the human body is almost 2/3 water, the brain is 70% water. They're made of water, the blood is 70% water. So muntu atanywa amazzi, you're going to affect how your body performs or functions. Yes. But drinking water is not the only thing. Even eating hydrating foods, watermelon, cucumber, like foods that are high in water also contributes one way or the other. So muntu abayagala kumanya amazzi gayina okunywa every day. You get your weight in kilograms. Let me say you're 60 and you divide it by 30. Whatever weight you are, divided by 30. So whatever figure that you get, because your body is almost 2/3 water. Yes. So you divide it by 30. Whatever figure that you get, that's the amount of water you're supposed to drink
every day.
Yes.
Yay! I've learned a new trick today.
Yes. So you have to hydrate. You have to hydrate for your brain to function well. It's 70% water. You have to hydrate to have enough blood. Recently, I was seeing someone and said, my blood is too thick to take away the dizziness. You get it. For your kidneys to function very well. When someone has a UTI, we will tell them drink water to flush that UTI out. Drink water. Drink more water. Yes.
Okay. Omugejo ogo nsaba ogukwateko otuweko ku magezi banange how to deal with it. Ngojeko bino batugamba exercise is very good for the body, but diet I think is the most important part. Because when you exercise and you're eating wrong, that's also a problem.
So omugejo it affects some people. Nainga when nanyonyode earlier, knowing your energy levels or energy requirements. Or inasoka newetegeera, like what do I really need? Am I the person who works out? Am I the person who sits in office? Am I intermediate? So what usually causes weight is firstly eating anyhow. No
discipline.
The portions. Your food portions matter a lot when it comes to nutrition. Portioning emmere si mubungi nnyo ate si mutono nnyo nti ate enjala ekulumye. The portions, the quantity of the food that you're eating. Then vegetables are a must because they give you nutrients without calories. So vegetables at every meal helps one to stay within their normal weight. Then quality protein. Beans, peas, eggs, chicken, fish, very quality protein coupled with vegetables. And then when it comes to, of course, no carb, mania, keto, those ones.
Fasting, Jesus,
so when it comes to the carbohydrates, you just have to watch, to be mindful, and then to choose carbohydrates that are really, some are better than others. We call them quality. Sweet potato is okay. But still the quantities matter. I believe if someone eats quality protein with a lot of vegetables and then they add a small sweet potato, they are going to feel full.
Okay. Let's talk about bloating. Some people eat very little food and then they get bloated. And then the discomfort that comes with bloating. Please let's talk about that.
So bloating is it's coming out even more often. But there are certain foods that fuel it. While we made a later bloating, yes, foods like abantu abamu teba digesting a milk very well. Milk has lactose. So some people are lactose intolerant and they don't know. And every time you take milk, it's going to bring that bloating. Some of it could be hormonal. There are women who bloat during periods. Towards periods, so you have to know like what is fueling it. Then wheat also normally a chapati, biscuits, donut, wheat and sugar. They also fuel that excessive bloating.
Soda.
All those foods that are high in sugar. So for you to beat that bloating, you need also more vegetables. But in this case, they should be cooked.
You've changed the language.
So that is a bit of something you need cooked. Then there are some teas that are very good. Ginger, peppermint. They help to kind of settle your stomach from the bloating.
What you cooked?
What you cooked? The raw ones I usually are not so easy to digest. So muntu waba ina digestive problems watwagala making things easy
for them to
digest. And then variety, because people don't eat variety, they don't get enough nutrients that they need, which brings on also some of those things like the bloating, deficiency in B vitamins. People don't eat like a variety of foods or nutrient rich foods. Fiber found in whole grains, found in the fruits and vegetables. So low fiber also brings on the bloating for some people. But it's important we discern like what is causing it. Is it hormonal? Is it a food you're eating? Is it a digestive problem? Yes.
Okay. Is there a way you can help someone when they come to you and they're like, I don't know what's causing this. I don't know my body type. I don't even know what food I'm supposed to eat. Can you help such a person?
Yes, we do. We can help you. We can help you to basing on your symptoms or basing on what information that you give us being experts. We can be able to tell that, oh, this person is having this issue. It is caused by this. For example, bloating in itself. I've seen a client tell me, I'm always bloated. Then we do what we call a diet recall or diet review. What are they eating? And you find like all the foods that cause bloating are topping up. You find they're doing a lot of wheat, they're doing a lot of milk. Those are just some of them. They're taking very many sugary snacks and then they don't have any fiber. They don't have any fiber in their meals. Everything is like screaming bloating, and bloating. Yes. So when we design that, then we design for you a plan that can help you, and then we can incorporate in also soothing or healing teas or herbs or supplements. Because of our lifestyle, we're not able to get most of the nutrients from food. You're a very busy mom. You can't go to the market. You can't get really quality food. And the people in more developed countries are using these to bridge a gap, to fill up. Yes. The one thing one needs is quality. Quality. They can also be therapeutic. If someone has a condition, there are compounds or components, antioxidants, vitamin C that are very key. But they're usually abused by some people. They think that when I take a supplement, I don't need to take food. They supplement a diet.
Okay, you're supposed to eat as you supplement.
You eat, then you supplement. Or some people have, they cannot absorb certain nutrients very well. And then I think one key supplement I can talk about is vitamin D. It's good from the sun, but you find that we don't spend time in the sun.
We're always indoors.
So if someone is always indoors, that's a supplement they can think of getting. I leave my home very early in the morning. I'm at office the whole time. By the time I leave office,
it's dark.
So I never get into the sun. And yet it is a very, very important what? it's a very important vitamin
to get in the body. Okati wano Jackie no muntu yandiyetaza okujja n'alya ku fruits biri twalabye wali na mpitira ko wali wa Jackie ampe ku mmere ennungi erimu ekiriisa bakusangiwa. I don't know this place.
Yes, if someone wants to come and see a nutritionist or consult or get to know more about the supplements or get a healthy meal, we are located at Chadondo Road near Nakasero Primary School. The place is called Design Quarter at the North Cafe. You can find us there. That is where we are seeing our clients from.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Okay. I want to know where to get the kubasibulira Jackie we bali nyo bali eddala oyogedde oluganda n'olumalayo since just on joko bigambo bino sikyalina. But anyway, katsubire onyumiddwa katsubire oyize mu byoyize mmere ki mubiri gwo size yo omulimo go gwokola okola mulimo ki okulaba nti mmere gy'olya ekuyamba ne kuwamaanyi ate munaye n'otambuza obulamu bulungi nnyo. Kakati nga tumaze okwogera ku mmere olunaku olw'enkya tugenda kwatogera ku styling, tugenda bambaza engoye, tugenda babulira combination of colors, omubiri gwo wenkana wa size, lugoye ekyo lukunyumira ye kala kyenyumira toniyo byonna tugenda kwanga tubyogerako muwala n'okulya naye tukwambaza akagoye olunaku olw'enkya tosubwa wamu nange Sera Nate mbagala nnyo tusigala olunaku olw'enkya mwendaba.